Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, this is our ongoing meditation session. Be comfortable yourself and relax your body. So let's get connect with our other students and then we're ready to start the session for today. Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. And gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we get into our practice session, let's take few minutes to clarify what is this meditation and how it came to our life like this and what is the meaning of this meditation. Because understanding that background is very important nowadays. So the meditation has a long history. I think that through these human civilizations, people always looking to their deeper inner comfort. And they have some kind of supernatural, high mental powers. Time to time, people used to follow that things, learn that things, and even the meditation, the word, in different culture has different meanings. And when it come to today, that what we experience and how this kind of meditation come to our life. So understanding that background is very important. Because when it come to the Buddha's teaching to 2600 years ago, he came to this world and gave this the meditation techniques that today we practice. as tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation. But when it comes to meditation word, it has a very different meaning. So, in Buddhism, it talk about bhavana. Bhavana means mental culture, development of mind. So that is the meaning. And when they translate this Pali word to English, so they were looking some kind of similar word for this. And then there are some roots related to meditation word we can find in Hebrew language. So that is called Haga. So Hebrew language Haga means chattering, meaning like you say something to yourself. It's kind of like a whispering, like that whispering. And Haga, another thing is the word explain, it's kind of like when the lion's ready to attack. So the lion make a sound. So that sound is not a kind of like a sound that in day-to-day life that lion kind of like make. It's a very special sound. And when the lion make that sound, so that's mean his energy, power, intention, that everything into focus. So Haga means that word. And so it come with the meditation also. That's mean kind of like you have a deeper, higher energy and mental power connected to intention to ready to act. So that kind of word, Haga. And another kind of like in Latin language, there is another meaning for similar meaning that meditation, it called meditari. So the meditari is a word that you always look for higher power. So this is very important because in the world, as ordinary people, we are always looking to some kind of supernatural higher powers. We are always into something. We don't have any contentment as human beings related to who we are. So we have two hands, two legs, two eyes, two ears, one mouth, nose. So we have this kind of, the physical body limited to height, the colors, the weight. So we are all the time, we are not satisfied as who we are. Always we are into something, somebody. Just imagine. We always dreaming, I want to be like that. I want to be like that. That's the physical world. So in the mental world, we always have kind of like a imagination to become kind of like a supernatural, kind of like a Superman, Superwoman, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman. It's kind of like we are trying to do things beyond our capacity. That's the kind of like a conventional nature that we have within us. Nothing wrong with it. That's the nature of it. So what happens during 1960? So as you know, this hippie culture in the Western world, these hippies used to go to East, especially India, through the Silk Road from Europe, Iran, Afghanistan, India. So they went to India and they met a lot of yogis. And then through these yogis, they start to look for this supernatural higher power. And through practice, kind of like a yoga, kundalini, and especially with the Tibetan tradition, tantra, so kind of like, why? Because as I mentioned, we have this inner nature not to be satisfied. We are always into beyond, push ourselves beyond satisfaction. That is what make us living, and sometimes people claim it as fun. Some people claim it as happiness. Some people can claim it as success. So kind of like that. But the thing is, end of the day, if you look very carefully, this anything not going to make you satisfied. There is something inside us cannot fulfill out of this outside satisfaction. So somehow, when the hippies went to this Eastern world, Eastern countries, they start to practice some kind of this meditation things to gain the supernatural power, high mental powers. So that's how after 1960, in the Western world, the basically start to practice this kind of meditation, like a tranquility meditation. And then by the time the Vipassana, the word came, now it is very popular in the world, Vipassana meditation. But most of people have no idea what is Vipassana meditation. And some people go to these Vipassana centers, they use the name Vipassana center and stay without moving, kind of like a 1 hour, 1.5 hour, non-stop sitting meditation and scanning the body and recognizing the vibration, feeling, sensation. And they think that is Vipassana. And they say, I practice Vipassana. So if you ask what is Vipassana, they say, oh, sit for 1 hour and observe the physical sensation. So that kind. So somehow now in the world, this meditation is very famous, everybody like it, but still, when it comes to the very kind of like a meaning of meditation, still most of people misunderstand this Vipassana level of meditation. So the Vipassana level of meditation introduced by the Buddha. So other than tranquility meditation, all these high mental powers, calming down, relaxing. So that kind of meditation all used to be in the world all the time. And another thing happened, especially when it comes to with this Western psychology and Western medicine. So for these mental disabilities, they use this meditation word as a treatment. So then the people used to think, oh, practicing meditation make us healthy. And most of time, sometimes even the doctors doesn't know what kind of meditation you have to practice, but they say when you have kind of like anxiety, depression, fear, disappointment, unsatisfactory nature, they say, oh, you have to practice meditation. Maybe they think it's make you calm down, relax, so kind of like that. And even in the neurology, that kind of like, as you know, our sympathetic nerve system, parasympathetic nerve system, effect for our brain. So sympathetic nerve system and the parasympathetic nerve system work naturally, automatically related to our breathing and our condition of the mind. So when you calm down the mind, what happens? So through the science and the technology, they did many kind of experiment regarding the mind and the body. So then they understood, and when we change the condition of the mind, when we take a conscious decision to change the condition of the mind, the condition of the body change. This was a kind of like a very, very important turning point for our human existence. Because most of the time people used to think fixing this outside body itself can make us comfortable, balanced life. Still, there are some people believe that. But now they understood there is something related to this mind also. Then how the mind can calm down. So that is where they went to practice meditation. So that also opened another door for people to enter to meditation. And then it has a kind of like a quantum jump after COVID situation. Because as you know, most of the people stuck at home and they completely break down from their day-to-day activities, they whatever they used to do, their habitual patterns, and they couldn't meet people, and they had to deal with themselves, their own day-to-day life, and they have to deal with their own mind. So during COVID time, one of the important thing happens. If you look at most of the scientific papers and the articles, you will see people understood more than dealing with this outside world, dealing with our own mind is so difficult. So try to understand it, absorb it, digest that to yourself. Remember, dealing with the outside world is easy, but dealing with our own mind is very difficult. So during COVID time, and a lot of people break down themselves, and it's kind of like their own mind sub-attached to them. Their own nerve system sub-attached to them, came against them. Whatever they used to keep doing, whatever they make comfortable themselves, start to bounce back and create a disaster inside their own mind, not outside world. So then as a solution for that, most of people understood practicing meditation helped for them to fix that problem. So that also gave a deeper, huge jump start for society to practice. So nowadays, most of people practice meditation, everybody like it, but still, when it comes to the Buddha's teaching regarding the very authentic meaning of bhavana or the cultivation of the mind is little bit different than this day-to-day practice meditation. So nothing wrong that you practice whatever meditation. But when it comes to vipassana level of meditation, there are few reasons. And other thing is, this is not for everybody. You have to be matured with life in day-to-day life to understand this. Otherwise, because everybody practice meditation, because of that, you also practice meditation, you cannot get the right result. So you have to be a little bit matured regarding your own life. So one of the very meaning of practicing this meditation, so purification of being. So you have to be purify yourself. That is one meaning. Overcoming sorrow and lamentation. That is another meaning. So another thing is distraction of suffering and greed. And another meaning, reaching the right path and attaining to Nibbana. So those are very classical meanings when it comes to the Buddha's teaching. So see, purification of being. So purifying yourself is a purpose of practice. So we in the later we go how we going to purify ourselves, where we get dirt. And overcoming sorrow and lamentation. So the thing is this, do you want to overcome your own sorrow and lamentation? Because otherwise, if you don't want it, what's the point you are practicing this meditation? So then if you want to get out of the sorrow and lamentation, you should understand what is sorrow, what is lamentation. As we know, in day-to-day life as ordinary people, most of the time we take the sorrow as happiness or satisfaction sometimes. Another thing is distraction of suffering and grief. To avoid it, distract it, stop it. Sorrow and grief. The suffering and grief. But most sometimes in day-to-day life, suffering, we select ourselves to be suffer. So you know yourself as a matured person in your life, you had experience. How many times you suffered with things? You went kind of like you went through like hell and you believed I am in the hell. No? But still the very next day, once you came out of that hell, you yourself, you take a conscious decisions to get into a hell, another hell. So like that, we are enjoying suffering. Another thing is, another meaning, get into the right path and attaining to the Nibbana, attainment of Nibbana. So if you don't want those results, practicing this meditation not going to work for you. Then you have to find another meditation thing. So then come to that is the very meaning of this meditation, especially when it comes to the cultivation of mind. So then we have to get into this and see why we suffer, where we get dirt ourselves, and why this sorrow and lamentation in my mind. So the reason for this is not a magic. So the reason for this is called klesha. So understand this very carefully. You are suffering, you are for your unsatisfaction, for your fear, for your sorrow and lamentation. There is no outside reason, period. That's all in you. So the reason is the klesha. So what is the klesha means? Klesha means dust, cloudy mind. So as you know, if your mirror get dust, what will happen? It cannot see very clearly. So when you drive, you know, if the mirrors get dust, you can't see clearly. So what the dust does, it take out the clarity. So, but the thing is, so out of the dust, when the mind get polluted, what are the dust? Greed, hatred, delusion, jealousy, anger, fear. unsatisfactoriness. So kind of like that, worry. See, this all make our mind dusty mind, cloudy. It make kind of like invisible mind. But the thing is this, in the world don't take it as dust. So as you know, this dust, so when we look at the stars, look at the, at night, if you look at the sky, you will see beautiful stars. Million, and people appreciate. From our childhood, of course, we used to go outside and we used to look at the sky, hours and hours. So why this sky, the sky is so beautiful at night? Because of this all the dust. What is the sky? What is the universe? Universe means dust. So this Hubble telescope, they look it through it in this entire universe. What they found out? Dust. But the thing is, when you see the dust from the far away, it looks like a light, glitters, shiny. So the exactly same thing happened to our mind also. It's glittering. Sometimes when you put makeup, okay, I have seen sometimes, when you put makeup, you put some glitter, and when you go at night, at light, it's kind of like, shiny. But in your real skin, it's not like that. But that glitters make you more beautiful. But the thing is this, that beauty that create hide the reality. Try to understand it. You are the one who create that beauty, but that beauty hide the reality. So when somebody then see that glitter face and say, oh, look, you are so beautiful. So what does that mean then? When that person say you are beautiful, what that person mean by you and the beauty? Try to understand. So this is the exactly same thing happen. So we are the one who create that illusion in the outside world, but what happened? This is the same thing happened to our inner mind in the world. As beauty, we see something. We don't see the reality in the world. And overall around the world, everybody appreciate this dusty, cloudy, dark, glittery mind. Everybody appreciate. Everybody appreciate the greed. Look at the world, in this marketing world. Everybody try to go towards the greed. How much the greed increase in the world? They don't care about other people. They don't care about generosity. They don't care about people. They don't care about animals. They don't care about the nature. Why? Because people are becoming so and so greedy. So the greediness has so much validation in the world nowadays. Hatred. Who appreciate the loving kindness? Look at the world. So today when we see the world, we are the one who appreciate the hate. When you go and fight with somebody, we buy ticket and go and watch and appreciate that. And even the country to country fight each other. We take a one side and We are the one who empowering the anger. But end of the day, we close our eyes and look for a peaceful mind. You will never find that, my friend. You will not going to find it. Why? Because during the day, we empowering the hate. Everywhere we see. And sometimes when people get mad, angry, and we appreciate that person, we reward that person. So that's how the world goes. So see that dusty mind. We are the one who keep it with us. Very arrogant, angry people in the world, they other people, the friends are, people appreciate them. And when the president get mad and angry with another country and fight and kill other people, the people with the flags, and appreciate that. Putting bombs and everywhere, destroy everything and, kill innocent people. Other people take the flag and go to the street and celebrate that. That's the world we live, But end of the day, we close our eyes and we think, may all living beings be well and happy. It's not going to happen, So that's why this, when it comes to purification of being, purifying ourselves is a challenge. Because this glittery mind, we are the one who maintain it. And ignorance, more than any other time in the world, science, technology, that the chat GPT, artificial intelligence, everything, becoming so powerful. Why that's artificial intelligence so powerful nowadays? Because people are becoming more ignorant. So of course they have to have help now. They need the help, otherwise they cannot. Why the self-driving cars becoming more and more and more popular? Because there are no skillful drivers nowadays. They don't know how to drive. So then they don't want to learn. They are so lazy. They don't want to take a risk. They don't want to study. And then you're sitting and the car driving for you, and then you feel so good about it. So then by the time in day-to-day life, be careful. We are day by day becoming ignorance. So we are the one who validate that ignorance. Fear. Everywhere, more than any other time, people have fear regarding life. They cannot kind of like have a proper argument. They take everything kind of like as personal. They cannot kind of like have a conversation now. And they have to send text. And one of my student, they brought they bought a house recently, and he was having communication regarding this house texting. And I asked, why you text? Why you can't talk to your wife and go and no. If I call my wife, she get panic. She cannot have a conversation. So I have to text and she look at the text and then reply. So that's normal. There's everywhere. So new generation now, remember, they cannot have a conversation. They cannot face for life. The fear always becoming more and more and more stronger. So then as matured people, remember yourself. To become a very clear, the better human being yourself. With this dusty, cloudy mind, you can't. So then you have to overcome. Get out of it. And how you can overcome this? So why this happened like this? This is the reason. When it comes to the Buddha's teaching, this all the dusty, cloudy, unclear, fearful mind happens to you for a reason. It not happen because of by mistake. It not happen because of you did something bad. It not happen because of the stars at the moment in the wrong place. Or it not going to happen because of somebody take decision on behalf of you. It not happen because of that the supernatural powers behind us. No. It not happen because somebody curse us. No. There is a one reason. That is what the Buddha found out. That is the beauty of the Buddha's teaching. It is not a magic. Why this klesha is strong inside us? Why the greed, hatred, and the delusion, anger, jealousy, fear strong in us? So remember from today, you can overcome it. Teach your children to overcome. So, in your mind, there is another skill. It's called kusala. Kusala means kind of like get into a profitable skills. So, in your mind, this klesha is dusty mind and the kusala is creative mind. It's kind of like a sleepy mind, creative, active mind, kind of like that. So you have these both qualities in you. So why the kleshas become powerful, why the dust become powerful in you? Because you use half of the mind when it comes to any situation. You neglect part of your mind. So in day-to-day life, with whatever the things you do it with the half mind. That is the reason our life become polluted. That is the reason we accumulate a lot of sanskara or the klesha. That is the reason we accumulate dust. So then remember what is the window that dust come to you. You use half of the mind. So then what you need to do? Whatever the bodily, verbally, mentally actions you perform, don't do half mind. Bring your full attention to it. Do it. So that is the first step that you have to take to purify yourself. So there are many other steps, but if it takes few hours to explain like that, but we can go step by step. This is the first step then. So it is not a magic then. Remember yourself and whoever around, especially for children, remember as parents, teach them. Teach your next generation as human beings. Because the reason, by the time we lose our awareness, attention. So day by day, because of this outside world, because of our inner behavior, because of our careless lifestyle regarding our own life, we lose our own inner attention. We kind of like half of mind somewhere else. We do things with half mind. We say yes with the half mind. We say no with the half mind. We eat with the half mind. We sleep with the half mind. We walk with the half mind. Our mind somewhere else, part of our mind somewhere else, always in a la la land, or maybe Disneyland, or maybe somewhere else. No. So if you do something, Do it with the clear awareness, with the full attention. So that is where you start to purify yourself, little by little, little by little. Once it becomes a skill, then you are capable to go into the next level. So practicing meditation means then you take a conscious decision to observe your own inhalation, exhalation in front of your nose and your upper lip area, not anywhere else. And don't try to interfere to it, just allow it to happen naturally, because inhalation, exhalation is a bodily action. So then now your mind observe it. You are not interfering to it. And when you observe what happens, your mind need to be present. And with the half mind, you can't observe. With the full mind, when you observe what happened, you are capable to see. So seeing is the next quality that you need to go forward. But the problem is this in day-to-day life. Look, anything. We are the people one who, without seeing, trying to fix the problems. Not any other animals like. We are the one who, without seeing, without knowing, we think we can fix. No, we get tangled more and more and more. So the next quality that you have to have, learn to see it clearly. Because once you see, you are capable to divide it. Once you can divide it properly, mistake as mistakes, success as success, right as right, wrong as wrong, good as good, bad as bad, your life, conventional life, going to become more profitable, more successful. And day by day, you have the comfort deeper in you. Why you have the unsatisfaction, fear? Because you thought something in the past and you thought it going to be good for you, but end of the day, now you recognize it is not good for you. See, wrong understanding. And in the past, you took a decision believing it going to make you successful, but end of the day, it take you to failure. See, wrong understanding. Even the people, we select the people believing this person is the right person for me. End of the day, you understood that is the biggest mistake you had. And now there are some good people in our past, and we believed they as kind of like, no, that person is not for me. And then we got out of a lot of good people. That also a mistake. So seeing exactly clearly give the ability to divide things properly. So the ignorance means what? Ignorance means you recognize the good as bad, bad as good. Profitable as unprofitable, unprofitable as profitable. That is what called ignorance. You recognize the right thing as wrong, wrong thing as right. But now when you, why that misunderstanding happening? Because we can't see it clearly. But now, once you are capable to see it very clearly, you can recognize right as right, wrong as wrong, profitable as profitable, unprofitable as unprofitable. Once you can take that decision regarding outside things and even the regarding inside. So whatever come to your mind, if you are capable to recognize, oh, this thought is good for me, this is profitable for me, you take action out of that thought, or this thought not good for me, and then you stop it there. That's the wisdom. If you have that wisdom, no any demons can catch you. Remember that. And no any tangles going to be there. No any trap can catch you. Look at the world. It doesn't matter who you are. When people go higher, 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 how the demons can catch them? Through the mistakes. What is the mistake means? Misunderstanding. They took right things as wrong, wrong things as right. So that's why. Remember, from this, we don't know what will happen tomorrow, where are we heading, and we don't know what kind of people are going to come to us, and we don't know we are going to with what kind of people. And after we die, we can go to heaven or hell or human life, and even we don't know which country we will born again, or we can become animal or kind of anything. We can anything can happen. But if you have developed this quality in you, it's called yoniso manasikara, clear comprehension. If you have this quality in you, remember, wherever you go with this quality. And if you have that quality in you, you are always protected from suffering, unsatisfaction, fear, anxiety, depression. You are protected from difficulties. It is not a magic. It is not from outside. It is the clarity of your own mind. So that's why always remember, practice it. Don't allow this human existence to lost this skill. So that's why it is your responsibility to practice it and contribute it to your next generation. Teach it to your children. Teach it to your friends. Teach it to your husband, wife, and don't go behind their mistakes. Don't give a hard time behind their mistake. Try to encourage them to be mindful. Use the complete mind rather than using half of mind. And try to see things clearly. Don't select yourself for them. No, teach them to see clearly and they will select it. So then practicing meditation means here, you are developing yourself ability to see it very clearly. And once you see the breathing, you are capable to divide it to inhalation, exhalation. So without seeing, don't try to do it. First, try to see. Seeing itself will take you to understand that both division. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left neck, head straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. So keep your back straight, neck get straight in one line. And bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Suvapatveva or may I be well and happy 3 times. So take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation, as I mentioned from the beginning. Do nothing extra. So in the beginning, deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. So without pushing too much, with very comfortable and relaxed mind, be aware about your inhalation and exhalation and try to see it. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward, visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward, and upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. Also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ettavata cha ammehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddhang pujemi dhammang pujemi sanghang pujemi. Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjissami. Idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.